What is going on, Hemp Squad? It's been a little bit. Had some stuff come up in my life, and it was basically just life things. Life goes on. Didn't have COVID or nothing like that. Didn't end up dying from COVID. Nothing of that nature. Still alive, still kicking, still here. Haven't had it. Not really going to go into that. That's all I'm going to say on that. So, picked up this Delta 8 cart. Would have been yesterday. It's from Cannibeast, Delta 8. It's going to show up backwards on the camera. This one is Granddaddy Purp. It is hybrid. It's your usual 1 milliliter. Comes out of Orlando. So it's made in America. Yeah. Keep out of reach of children, of course. Do not operate machinery. May cause drowsiness. Not recommended for use if pregnant or breastfeeding. I don't know that I've seen that on any of these. That's a new one. You must ask your doctor before using this product. Sorry, doc. I didn't care. I used it anyway. Stop taking immediately if you have any unusual reaction, which I haven't noticed any. Check your state for legality and legal age. So that's all what it says on the back. There is a little QR code. Might be able to get it to focus in there for you guys. So if you want to scan it, might also not be able to. I tried. So here is the cartridge. It is a different design than most cartridges. I'm not a huge fan of the clear piece up here. I have run into that on a couple other ones. Never really cared for it. I just prefer the more the other mouthpiece that you kind of more get on like your cigars a lot of times. But it is a different design. They got the ooze dripping from the top. Kind of neat, I guess. They have their Cannibeast on the side over here. And then their little logo over here. Little rock on. Just like it is right here. So, got a different design to the cartridge. People were saying that they had it lasting like 3 times longer than other carts. I don't know that it's going to actually end up doing that. I can say it does seem to be going down just as quick as any other ones I've tried. I did take a few hits before I started this video. Oh, excuse me. So, I am already pretty stoned, but YOLO. Take a hit. So again, this is the Granddaddy Purp. I mean, it really, there's no like real noticeable flavor that hits me right off the bat as far as like fruity or anything like that. They honestly really don't even taste. I mean, it kind of has maybe a slight like grapish kind of taste to it. The smell though, I'm not really sure what it smells like. I have run across that with other ones where it was actually the smell. I was just sitting in my car with a few people. I happened to take a few hits of a vape, and they said, "Wow, that smells really good." I asked them, "Well, what does it smell like?" You know, because when you're actually smoking, a lot of times you don't smell. If you smoke cigarettes, for example, you don't usually smell the tobacco. Somebody else can definitely pick up the tobacco smell pretty easy. Kind of the same idea with this. And they were saying it smelled like real fruity. So maybe that's actually where the name falls into play. Um, the last one I had, I don't know if I still have the container for it or not. I think I do. I'll probably end up doing a video on that one too. I have, of course, tried a few different carts since my last video, which was probably a few months ago at this point. Uh, once again, just had a lot of things going on. Have a couple of nieces now, so been trying to get them over here. So used to own a ferret, and I can tell you, if you've ever owned a ferret, ferret proofing a home is not an easy task. It is essentially the same idea, and my home was not ferret proofed because I haven't owned a ferret in quite a while. Uh, so there's been quite a bit of work to get this place actually child proofed. And I mean, even before that, I just had other things going on. Of course, the virus and everything. And it's just been crazy, fun times. Go ahead, take another hit. So I do kind of like the packaging too, because it's nice and slim. You can throw this right in your pocket very easily. Some of them, they're kind of bulky for, you're just getting a cart, and you're almost getting like a pack of cigarettes, something like this size compared to this. I mean, this is like half of a pack of cigarettes. So give you kind of an idea as to how big the packaging is. Very easy to throw in your pocket. Sometimes I do I'll take this off of here. I'll put the little plastic piece, which I have sitting on my chair over here. I don't feel like grabbing it. I'll throw it on the end here, and I might stick it in here, and then just have my battery with it, which unfortunately it's a little bit too big for the battery too. But I mean, you might be able to kind of make it work. Let's find out. So you could put that in there like that, and I mean, that ain't gonna fall out, because you can see I did have to force it a little bit in there. Not too bad. It didn't deform the box or anything. The box is still the same. So I mean, that's actually pretty good. Now the only thing is this falls right out. So without this, it still just falls right out. So that would be the downside. But I mean, if it's sitting like this in your pocket, it should stay in there. And then you would have all your stuff right there. Boom, boom. And I mean, obviously you're not going to be able to, you could probably, I mean, one thing pot smokers is intuitive. You could probably come up with a way, I mean, maybe put a little piece of double-sided tape right here, and boom, that'll kind of, now it's not just going to fall out. And then you just take, boom, you're done, boom. I mean, that would be pretty easy to do. I don't know how well it would work. I'm sure somebody out there, if you end up watching this video, could come up with something if you wanted to. So I like the packaging. Just like any of the carts, I haven't run into any that don't get you stoned. Some of them do seem to get you more stoned than others. I would say this is one of the top tier that I've come across. Flavor wise, I don't really think any of them really have like a super noticeable flavor that I've tried so far where it really, really stood out. Like, wow, that's my favorite flavor out of all the other ones I've tried. I haven't run into that. So the flavor end, I don't really care too much about. Like Granddaddy Purp, I had green crack at one point. I mean, I've had so many different ones. I had one that was Skywalker OG. What does Skywalker taste like? That's, as to some people, maybe that's what they're into. Maybe they want to find out what Skywalker tastes like. I mean, no judgment here, but yeah, take another hit. What the hell? Cheers. So, yeah, Cannibeast. I like their cart so far. Not sure if it's going to last as long as people are saying. Won't know until I go through the cart. Um, we did just have a new year, so hope everybody is enjoying their new year so far. Uh, I think today's the 11th, so we're not really that far into it. But I mean, so far, hope everybody's enjoying their new year. Enjoyed their holidays, of course. Whatever holiday it is that you celebrate here, we celebrate Christmas. So if you celebrate Christmas, Merry Christmas. If you celebrate something else, you know, all to you. I don't really get into all that. Even on here, I try to keep politics out of everything. Uh, I have considered making a other channel just for politics because it is something, of course, that does affect me just like everybody else. But this is more trying to get away from all that crap. I just want to keep it chill and good times, you know, smoke a little bit. Maybe you're doing the same thing as you're sitting here watching me talk about the new vape cart. And yeah, you know, I mean, good vibes, positive vibes. Which, you know what? We did just have a new year, so that's a good reason to take one more hit. And then I'll call it a video because my camera's going to start telling me, shut up, you're taking too long. So, cheers. My little Eagle ashtray, too. It's pretty neat. My parents used to work for self-storage, and sometimes people would leave things behind. For whatever reason, I forget what happened with this place. It was actually a company that sold all kinds of crap like this, and they left a bunch of boxes behind with all kinds of stuff like this. And I mean, you can see how dirty this thing is. I mean, I've had this thing probably 15 years at this point. So if you ever see one of these, they're very well built. But anyway, that's the video. And until next time, peace.